of Wands. Some of you will be dealing with a fire sign person. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign, or perhaps you're just taking on the traits of the Knight of Wands. This might be a day that focuses on traveling, movement. Maybe you're involved in starting something, a new project, or you're seeking some kind of adventure, or you're in a hurry to get somewhere. Today is a high energy day. It's very fast paced, and it requires that you are adaptable, that you are flexible to circumstances, because this is a day where things may come out of nowhere, and it's your spontaneity that helps you overcome any challenge. You have the ability to turn something potentially disadvantageous to your advantage. Now, negatively, this could be a day where you are very impatient. And that's because a variety of things may be testing your patience. Maybe, there's some petty annoyances that you have to deal with, or there's some interruptions to what you're doing, or other people's lack of consideration, whether this is at home or at work. And in some cases, perhaps you end up getting involved in something that turns out to be more costly than you anticipated, maybe even more than you can really afford. This is a day that you will feel very assertive. You feel inclined to speak up for yourself, which may earn you some form of respect, but only if you're careful in how you say it, because this is a knight who's very impetuous. So, again, it's a fast-paced day, things happening in quick time. And because of that, you also need to be careful when you're traveling. Give yourself enough time to reach your destination. Now, romantically, maybe you suddenly start or end something. This is a knight who's very passionate, very inspired. He wants something. He has a desire, and he's willing to go after it. But he's not the best at follow through or the long term. His interest tends to wane at the slightest provocation, the possibility of something new. So commitment could be a problem for you today, or others. But romantically, maybe you begin or end a romantic pursuit or relationship. And so this could be a day where you accept a date. Maybe you weren't expecting it, or maybe you yourself make that first move. In other cases, it's that tendency to always be in search, on a quest, that can make it tempting to take some kind of risk, romantic or otherwise, that you regret sooner than later. This is a day where going with the flow allows you to, go against the grain if necessary, and confidently so, to reach your goals. There's a sense of I can accomplish anything. However, negatively, maybe you feel contempt toward people, life, or situations. Maybe this is because you always have to be the center of attention, or you're dealing with someone like that. So today is a day that is going to require changes that you make, or that you're encountering or required to make in some form of another. And this is the day also when your intuition is at an all-time high, and yet the timing is off for some reason. When you thought you'd advance or reach a goal, or something was a sure bet, it's quite possible that that thing falls through. And those things that you really didn't give much regard to, didn't put much stock in, or had very little faith in, may just come to pass.